What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Big Cigar podcast. Hope you guys can hear me okay. See, I'm at my home away from home. Sanj's in the back taking care of some people. So the man Sanj Patel will be here in a second. Smoking a newly released Antra. There we go.
Why is it so fun?
Huh? So they can see it. If I move it closer.
If you put this way, you can bring closer. Fucking fat bastard.
Oh, here we go. I won't be that close to you.
Yeah. If you got lucky, you get to sit close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down. Wide-bodied motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Down a little bit that way. There you go.
All right. Ben's on. Ben said congratulations on the release, Sanj.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, as you guys, this is not a first time guest. So, this right here is Master. What I call him in the morning is Sir Sanj, Master Sanj, Sir Sanj Patel.
That's right.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Okay.
You know, I'm all right. I am enjoying these cocktails so far. It's an amazing blend.
Thank you.
And it's also a undisclosed blend.
Yes.
You know, so 2 years ago when you were in VR and you were discussing coming out with something for your daughter, also coming out in this size.
Mhm.
So if you guys don't know anything about Sanj loves this size of this cigar because it's the Davidoff champagne. Oh, sorry,
Davidoff, Dom Perignon,
David
Great
Perignon.
Embargo at that size.
Yeah.
No American company, meaning what we know, DR and stuff, domestic companies, they'll make it one of the hottest ratio to blend. It took us a little over a year and a half, and project started 2 years ago. And finally, Eladio nailed it down, and here we are.
You know,
That's a 7 tobacco blend. Tobacco is a decade old, and money's going to SIDS. Today, actually, my daughter Antra would have been 20 years old. So prior to COVID, since 2004 till now, we always used to do launch of Antra cigars, limited production. But due to COVID, we have not done it. And this is the first time since COVID. So
so yeah, guys. So this right here is going to an amazing foundation, uh, donated by an amazing person who does so much charity work. You know, you want to talk about hope drive. You know, his kids have that same spirit of just giving. You know, it's giving, helping other people. And this right here is an amazing cause for SIDS, and it's for children, and just buy a box and help out the donations, and you know do something.
you're going to get more than what you paying.
Exactly.
And this is something ultra special. So today was official, sell party. Not party, wrong word. We started selling officially in shop today, online. Rob sent it out Saturday, and those who got it already smoked it yesterday, and they already reordered it. So this is same thing's gonna happen, like Oreo style. What happened to Oreo style?
Yep.
Everybody purchased it, one bundle, and then next thing you know, they purchased a lot more. So these colors that we use also six awareness colors, red and blue and light pink, and that's what this is. Uh, just a good project, giving back, finding a reason. I could have made this cigar, limited production on the SP line, but this is something special, and every year. Every time we've made an Antra edition cigar, it was always something very special.
So, I have a question going back to Don Perignon, the Devil. Did they make different Patolas in that one?
Yeah. There are four sizes.
Okay.
One of the sizes was this.
Yeah.
I think if I recall, the size was called Lotias. Lotias was 743.
Okay.
No other company has ever.
Now were the other ones just as good or?
Yeah, just a size preference. I mean, of course, Domperian today is $30,000-$40,000 box.
Yeah.
You can't find those.
Yeah.
You know, when we had storm, we lost everything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, so those boxes are pre-embargo cigars. It's the you can't
Can't get them no more.
if you get it, you know, legitimate box, you're gonna get it through, you know, England auction house or something. You're gonna pay 25, 30,000 a box. You know, if you do find it.
Mm. So from smoking a beauty so far, it's such an amazing blend as far as it has a sweetness to it. You know, I know you can't smoke it now, but from when you smoked it, you know, it had like, you know, what I get from this is a nice, super well, you know, molasses, also a nice pepper, and you know, not like the black with the Gazuko pepper,
Mhm.
but you know, you get
Well, you get a lot of raspberry.
Yes.
That's too. Back
Pepper,
home,
yes.
so you
Yeah.
get that fruitiness.
yes,
You know, a lot of fruits you're gonna get. So tobacco is very, you know, again, it's a lot you're blending.
Mhm.
So nobody should be questioning that. You know, that's the
At
most
all.
important thing. But you know, those who have questions, tobacco is very special.
Yep.
Occasion is very special. The cause is very special. So you know, and that's our goal. I mean, more than half the boxes already sold out.
Yeah.
You know, one day, 1,600 boxes are gone.
So I want to go back 3 years when you first launched the red. You know,
But look, first,
oh,
relaunch, right?
re-release.
Right.
You know, did you ever go and, and see yourself and just the brand itself exploding the way?
Well, so here's the thing, right? Is a blend really exploded?
Well,
What is
the brand, like as far as the brand?
But no, you know, the whole concept, right, is that even in '90s when we used to make it, we only sold SPs in the shop.
Yeah.
Other shops wanted it. We never done that. And our thing, my thing is limited production. Why is it limited production? I want to pay 100% attention to everything, every detail. So from designing a band, designing a box, from the barcode. If you notice, barcodes are all my personal family
Yeah.
members' birthdays and years, right? So we paid a lot of detail and every single cigar, and that's our whole thing. So detail, and you know, we can produce it. Yes, it's very popular, you know, among a lot of new smokers, and that's the thing, you know. So what changed? Did my cigars change? No, the smokers changed, right? Back in the day, first of all, you didn't have social media.
Yep.
You didn't have any informative magazines, publication, or nobody talked about it. Today, you have all this platform, and you know, so many people could teach you stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's before we were doing business in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Now we do online business. So what happened? Now we're everywhere. So people get to taste it, right? And that's what it is. And our thing, I think, my successful here is that previously we never done anything wrong.
Yeah.
You know, we never told people, hey, this is again the red. It's 5 year old Dominican Corojo Puro, and it's still same price since 1992, and that's our goal. And you know, for selling $8 a robusto, $8.50, $9, $8.50 a toro, $9 a lancero, have we changed anything? Nothing. What changed significantly? Our profit margin. But to me, at this level, it don't matter to me because back in the day, people say, well, you know, inflation, this, that, everything went on. How could you still afford it? My simple answer is in '90s, every time we sold SP red Robusto at $8, we were making $3.60 per cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Today, depending on the size, we make 41 cents a cigar.
Yeah.
You know, that's a max we make.
Yeah.
And that is the key. But we do not want to change our prices.
Yeah.
The industry killer In 1997, that cigar was $6. Today, $6. Same construction, same quality. So, and it is, we're giving you more than your money. And even in 90s, when we first sat with a gentleman named Ben and Don Douglas, and they asked me, what are you looking for? And my exact word is, I want $15 cigar that I could sell it for $8. And today, that cigar is still $8, which was the SP Robusto. Wow. So, people, and again, because of all this education and, information is easily accessible, people are learning, right? So it's no longer certain brands like legacy brand. And all the legacy brands, if you look at it, if you pay attention to it, legacy brands have raised their prices quadruple and the quality has gone down tremendously, right? Faster they're raising the prices, faster and double the pricing has gone down. Quality has gone down, you know?
How you doing?
And that's how we done.
I'm great. How was Saturday?
Good. Oh, we killed it.
I knew you would.
Yeah. So that's how the business started.
You're doing what?
Live. We're live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. You're all right. So that's our whole concept. I mean, giving people. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? Eladio, since he retired from Davidoff, he has made few brands. Our brand is the least expensive brand with his name on.
Yeah.
Right. So what is that? Is the tobacco cost them more? No, they're writing on Eladio's name, and that is the thing. And for them, it's a business. For us, it's a passion, love and passion. That's what our red boxes say, love and passion, and that's exactly what we're here for.
So another thing on that same topic is, are you surprised on the recognition? Well, as far as like when you go to an event, people are knowing who you are.
Well,
Like
not really.
Vegas.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, again, I have nothing to do with any of that. It has everything to do with social media.
Yeah.
Right. So on my Sanj Smoke Shop page, that's over 15K followers.
Yeah.
Right. But if social media did not exist, nobody would know me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a tool for me. And yeah, of course, I'm glad, and it's a bad thing for me because I don't like the attention. So like we went to Vegas for Big Smoke, and people coming up, sign my box, sign this, and I'm like, no, I'm nobody. I just work hard. I do the right thing. You should go home and ask your mom and dad for their signature because they're the one taking care of it. So for me, stuff like that, it bothers me. I don't like it. Yeah, it's fine. People appreciate what we're doing and how we're doing it. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm a low key guy. When I go places, I want to be. My dad always used to say, "Never be a king, always be a kingmaker." Because you can push the fucking king right out.
Exactly.
So I want to be the behind the scene.
Yeah.
And that's all there's to it.
So when you're not here, like how often are you like when you're sitting here and you're just thinking about like how you always think about
Always. We already have all the projects that we're doing from now until December.
Yeah.
It's already done. Bands are designed. Cigars are being made. Everything's been made. I'm already in the January project. I gave you the sample. January we're coming out cigar. That's already cigars are being made. Lines are done. So that's all it is.
That's one thing that being around you I learned in the cigar game is that you're not planning for this year. You're planning for 2 years ahead.
Yeah.
So it's like
We always did.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. People think a lot of times they'll see us and say, "Hey, we're going to come out with this, right?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we come out with it within 2 months.
Yeah.
But cigars are already done. We coming out in January. Cigars are already done.
Yep.
Now it's a matter of me designing band. Claudio's already working on the band, right?
Yeah.
Boxes and stuff. It's gonna be, it's just me now saying, okay, do I want a 5-pack? Or do we want a 25-count boxes or 10-count box? You know what I mean? So that's a last minute thing. That's nothing.
And the project for the Zodiac is coming soon also.
Zodiac in October.
So save up your money. We have a few questions.
I can't see that.
Of course. All right. Oh, your boy Hugo wants to know if you get signed at the underwear.
Yeah, you go. You fucking, I signed your Mexican motherfucking chiliata.
My boy
Fucking
Block is on.
Pampita. Hey, Blog, what's up, my brother?
Yeah. So, and Cigar Vet has a question. He says, "You're far from a nobody. Not often people get to meet a genius, a genuine guy, charitable as yourself, brother. Aside from the great cigars, you're a man. You're a great motherfucker, and it's our honor for the people to meet you."
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. At all, it's a family thing, right? Our parents taught us to give, and
Mhm.
my kids to give. My kids are young and they have zero issue giving. So even now, summertime and stuff, they volunteer at the
Mhm.
old people's home and orphanage home that they volunteer, and that's the thing, and giving to us is a second nature, and that's all it's to it. It's a way of life, you know.
Jersey, that's the only information we could give. If anything else, we have to kill you.
What happened?
He wants to know, besides the 10-year rapper, can we know the blank?
None.
No, and I told us if we tell you, we gotta take you out, man. So yeah, no problem, Doc. Yeah, so
There's another thing. Like a lot of times, I don't discuss blends and stuff. Most people won't even know what the fuck we're talking about, right? So it's like I don't drink alcohol.
Yep.
You talk about alcohol, I have to turn my face the other way because I have zero clue.
Yep.
Same thing with cigars. If you understand, you could DM us, and we'll let you know. But to me, I don't feel importance of what's in it. Your business should be. Do you fucking guys go into the bakery and buy a cake and ask the fucking guy what's in it, what kind of flour you use? No. You go buy a car, right? You don't ask nothing. What steel you use, what grade you use, So don't. It's just the stupidest thing that this industry has created. That people want to know what's black. Yeah, if you in the industry and you know about the stuff, absolutely. Come here, call me. We'll discuss it. But I'm talking about average person that pretends that they know too much. All your business should be, hey, Rolls Royce is Rolls Royce. You know the name. They use the top grain leather. They use the best of the best. That money could buy, and that's all it's doing. I think that's the information that they should run with. Enjoy a good product. That's it.
Yep. So I remember when I first started coming here, the first project that you released was with Institute.
Yeah.
And
Well, no, that wasn't the re-release.
well, we released.
Get it straight.
Get
it straight.
I was
No, I was nothing. Get it straight. If you sit in front of these people, make sure you have all the information. Don't I always tell you that?
Yeah.
You have to do all your due diligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't fuck up like that. Go ahead.
So Block says, Big Block, he says, hey, Sanj, what was the first time you introduced Eno to expand and open his mindset to different cigars?
But I was giving away a lot of free cigars, and that's how it became. I actually felt, say, you know what, this kid can't afford anything. Let me give him good cigars.
Mm-hmm.
When he came, he was smoking shit that I didn't smoke that shit when I had nothing. Wait a minute, I always had something. I was always blessed.
Oh man. Oh, well, Doc, you can stay right there. So, so how long ago did you meet Stop?
I met Sanj without knowing I met Sanj when he was on the Rickles.
Yeah.
When he was at Rickles, I used to go there.
Wow, we spoke about that the other day.
Shop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wow.
I've been coming here a lot of years.
Yeah.
Never, ever. I don't even. I ask him what I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I don't come in and ask. Now I'm ruined because the cigars, he killed me.
Yeah.
I don't want to smoke anything else.
Yeah, wait until you smoke that Antra.
I did it. You gave it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So So block. So the first time I came here on a Saturday, and I heard so much about signs. I used to go to different places because a few places were close to my house. Um, and the first time I came here, they go, "Oh, when you go to signs, just know he's an asshole." And I'm like, "All right, So I went. I come in here nervous. I walk in and breaking the first rule of etiquette. First rule of etiquette: don't bring outside cigars. Didn't know. Sanj sat me down for 3 hours explaining stuff. Sat there, explained bit by bit, and I've been here out and every Saturday. Didn't miss a Saturday. I was here every Saturday, just sitting down with Sanj in the morning. Sanj would be here at 11:30. I'll be walking through that door around 11:45, 12 o'clock every Saturday, sitting down, just picking his brain.
There's a lot of brain.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
And the one thing he always says is he's forgotten more than I know. And that's the best thing about having a mentor. Especially when you can always pick their brain, and any question you have, they'll have, you know, they'll have a response for it. I can ask them, okay, what about this, and what about that? He'll go, oh, well, he and you get to learn also the industry side of it, and that's the one thing too is the behind the scenes stuff, right? And that right there was very very big, because he would say, well, this is why this happens with these cigars. This is why this happens when you smoke it and it goes out and you light it back up. This is why this happens. He goes because this the cigar is tainted. They do certain stuff to the tobacco. And I really experienced that once he came out with the SP. And I came in here, had my box, sat down, and I let the cigar go out, lit it back up, left it out for a day, went to work, came home, lit it back up, cigar tasted exactly the same. It's one of those things where you really take in, and when you have such a wealth of knowledge, you just want to keep picking and picking and picking at it, and it just not and it never gets old.
You got a passion for it.
Yeah, listen. I love because I like this. I'm obsessed with it. It's like anything else. Like you want to know. It's like with baseball. You like, oh man, like how come how come I can't get on top of the ball? How come everything keeps going to right field? And you sit there, you're like, all right, what am I doing wrong? You're sitting there, you're watching yourself, and then you're sitting there and you're sitting there with your coach, and your coach is sitting there saying, oh, like, all right, well, you're swinging too late. Hook up on the bat a little. Hook up on the bat. You get to the zone a little bit fast. It's one of those things where, I love cigars. I love tobacco. I want to know every bit piece of the little hair of the Seco, the Viso, you know, how much is in each strip, how much do you put in punching process, like just, you know, like one thing I told Tom I want to learn, I want to just take one piece of heat of one piece of Lajero and smoke that. One piece, you know, one piece of Seco and just smoke that. So I can understand
Non-smoke.
non-smoke. Okay. So,
What you will get is like, eating, if you bake something, right?
okay.
For example, if you're baking a cake, right?
Okay.
So you basically know everything that's going to go in that cake is salty and sweet,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if you're eating flour by itself,
Mm-hmm.
that's zero taste. Sugar by itself, it has a sweet taste.
Okay.
If you eat, whatever flavoring you adding without those flavoring, vanilla bean, if you eat it by itself, it's very bitter.
Mhm.
But if the amount of quantity, the way it's diluted,
Mhm.
that's what gives you the flavor. The same thing happens with tobacco. You could open that cigar and I could put out all 7 leaves
Mhm.
one by one. And then if you try to smoke it, you can't. You might throw up.
Mm.
So that's when the measurement comes in. It's as simple as baking. You're baking cake for 5 people, right? For
Yeah.
example, you need a pound of flour, right? Maybe you need, I don't bake, but I'm saying you need a cup of sugar. So the ratio changes, right?
Yeah.
You have 4 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, right? You might need a half a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, right?
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing, it has a system, and that's how you come put everything together, right? So it's anything else. Anytime there is multiple ingredients involved in it, it's a simple term, recipe. And that's why a lot of times, what do I say in so many lives I've been on, right? I could give you all my blends. You'll never be able to recreate that cigar.
It's about the placement.
It's a placement of the tobacco. So when Chico was here, somebody was here and he did a lesson. He opened up SP Red. He smoked the whole thing. Then he opened up SP Red, took one tobacco out and placed it and re-rolled that cigar. He said, smoke it. Guy couldn't smoke it. It's what burns first. It's that much involving, So it's like basically you get pizza. If you notice pizzeria, all the doughs are cut and they weigh like before. So everything's by the weight, right? Why do they weigh? Why don't they just fucking look at it and cut it by eye? You can't.
Yeah.
And then if you see the ladle in the sauce, right? It's just one ladle.
One ladle.
And they just spread it out. And they know how much cheese to put on. And everyone has different ingredients. So in other words, if we have 5 people in a room and we give same ingredient from same brand, same everything to all 5 people and say, here, bake pizza, all 5 pieces are going to taste different. Why? Because your pinch might be more than my pinch of salt. So everybody's hand size, everybody's imagination is different. So same thing. That's why you could never recreate. It's like asking an artist, "Hey, you painted this picture. Can you repaint that same picture to me?" He can't do it. I don't give a fuck what artist you bring. So it's very simple. So a lot of times people say, "Oh, I know. I don't want to tell you this, because in this is secret. There is no secrets because they don't know, right?" So that's as simple as that. It's very common, very simple. Process is very simple. Everything is simple. Smokers themselves make themselves get aggravated because they're looking to do a lot. What do I tell you a lot of times? Is you're doing too much.
Too much. Yeah.
So sometimes doing too much, you actually ruin it because you're confusing yourself. You have a simple thing. Here's a tobacco. We have 20 different tobacco. It has 20 different strengths. Now we know what we're looking to create. We're going to take that, take that, take that. And it goes years. You know how much work we do.
Yeah.
It's nothing like, oh, okay, we went to the Dominican and tomorrow came out with the cigar. This cigar took us over 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's a trial and error. And then when the expertise comes into Alario's expertise, that's the years and years worth of smoking and first-hand experience. Chico, I never met anybody in my life. You could give him unbanded cigar. He break down the whole fucking blend. So imagine if he wanted to make something, duplicate something that they made. For him, it's a fucking piece of cake. But ethically, people won't do that. You see, there was a lady, right? I told you, wanted me to blend their cigars. She said, we'll pay a lot of money. I said, okay, I could do it for you. No problem. I agreed, designed the band, designed the box, everything. Then I said, what are you looking for in a cigar? She said, well, I'll send you a blend. This is exactly what I want. So I said, okay. I figured she was going to type it and send me a message. I get a message hour later from her. So she sends me picture of Padron, picture of fucking Opus, and picture of Hoy de Monterey Epicure #2. So I call her back. I say, hey, what is this? And he goes, this is exactly how I want. I said, you know what? For me, anybody else would do it, but 99.9% of the people would not entertain that to you. You have to create something of your own. I said, for me, this is unethical. I said, I could create all those things. There is no cigar in here that I could make it identical, but it's unethical for us to do it. So why, if it's unethical for me, why would I do it for you? And she's like, well, but we're paying you for it. I say, it's not about money. You're looking to buy my integrity. You're fucking crazy. So, a lot of stuff people need to understand that,
The world needs to understand.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny that how, people just say, oh, because we're investing money, you could make it. No, we invest millions and millions of dollars here. And we create everything. Look at our brand. Industry Killer, RS88, SP Red, SP Black, Oreo, Orioles Tell, Butt Plug, Antra, FFK. Every single cigar, smoke it side by side, and they're all completely 100% different.
So, Jersey Mike '09 said, he said that he came to the shop one time and you recommended a cigar for him, and he said when he came here, you could have recommended any cigar, $100 cigar. He said you went and you recommended the Escasio.
Yeah, Escasso, that's why. Great cigar.
And he said that's not his favorite cigar.
I'm sorry?
He said that is not one of his favorite cigars.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff. I mean, look, you as a smokers, you guys need to understand money does not make cigars. Number one.
Mhm.
If you're paying 40, 50, $60 a cigar, it's not, doesn't mean it's a good fucking cigar.
Mhm.
I have smoked $100 garbage. What is my old saying? There are good $2 cigar and there are garbage $20 cigars. But most people that smoke expensive cigars, they don't smoke it because what it is. They smoke it for what they want it to be. So they'll go out and hey, I'm smoking $40 cigar. You're not enjoying. To me, listen, I used to smoke Section 8, right? $3.50. People come, ask this bag, oh man, this cigar smells nice. You give it to them, they love it. And then when you tell them it's $3.50, they don't want it.
Because they could,
Because guess what? There's no band on it, and it's $3.50. So it's against their pride, right? And to me, hey, shame on you. So it's very simple. And a lot of retailers. Earlier we were talking in the John's live, right?
Yep.
A lot of retailers. It's a retailer's job to educate that customer. You come here and you want to spend $100. My first question is going to be why? I'm going to educate. Other retailers look at it and say, "Hey, I got $100, sell today." Right? And that's what it is. And and that's a major issue today because everybody and their mother, they think they got a few bucks. They open up a lounge, they got fucking 20 boxes and 200 seating, and they call themselves experts. And that doesn't work.
One thing I see a lot is people come in here and they go, "Oh, it's not how much it's great." And you immediately go, "You're not gonna like that. That's not the
If I know that my client, right, and if they pick up something wrong, it becomes my job. What did just Doc says? He don't even pick up. He asked me what I'm smoking.
Exactly.
Right? And that's the report you want with your client. You want, listen, it's like going to McDonald's, right? Next door. You buy a burger, they don't give a fuck. Nobody can tell you what's inside. But you go into a, place, I guess steakhouse, maybe make a burgers, right? And it's a real, actual meat burger.
Yeah.
And you could ask them, say, "Hey, what's inside?" And guy could tell you, "Hey, I put a, tablespoon of fucking hot black peppers, a little salt, a little garlic, whatever you put in it, and that's all it's doing."
It's the one thing I do know is like certain people just have their go-to.
That's fine.
Which is fine.
Which is fine. But what is the beauty about smoking cigar versus smoking a cigarette? Cigarette is an addiction. If you smoke Marlboro and I smoke Marlboro medium, and both of us have gone somewhere that there is nothing miles and miles away, and you don't have a cigarette, you won't be able to smoke my cigarettes because your brain is chasing the chemicals that's in. Cigar, in the other hand, you smoke 5, 6 cigars, you smoke all different cigars, right?
Exactly.
When I'm well, what do? I smoke 13, 14 cigars a day, right? It's all different cigars. So that is the thing. So this is a lifestyle. Also, again, money does not make cigars
At all.
I had somebody in the industry today, very well known brand owner, big time. And he said, "What do you think?" And he said, "I just don't understand why that cigar is only $14." He said, "Because what's inside, that cigar should have been 35, 40 bucks." And that's not our game. I want to give you the best product for the best price. That's my goal.
And then, we speak all the time about just how the cigar prices keep always going up, and how we feel like people are going to price themselves up.
Yeah, but I always said I always blame consumer for that.
Yeah.
Because see, today the world is in palm of your hand, right? For information, Half Wheel Cigar Aficionado. Half Wheel gives you every single price of every single cigar.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you're in California and cigars MSRP at $10, California, a guy wants 20,
Yeah.
they still let me
Yeah.
shop it because they have 75% tax, right? But if you in Pennsylvania, or if you in Virginia or Florida, and guy $10 cigar, guy wants fucking 15, he's robbing you.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
You
Here,
know,
look at all our prices. It's without we
Exactly.
don't even charge 30% tax.
you
We
know,
don't even charge 30% tax. Every price in this shop, whatever you see in Cigar Aficionado and Hatfield, that's the same price. We've been doing it since 33 years.
mhm.
So why can't they do it? So greed takes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then earlier you came in where people advise you that I'm an asshole, right?
Yeah.
But I am. If you come here and your intentions are wrong, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm gonna throw you out. You want to start, live music and this and that, and you want to start talking. No. People come to cigar shop. People come to cigar shop to relax. People work hard. They want a cigar. They want to sit down. We don't have loud music. I don't have loud music. Nothing.
One thing I learned from you is that there's three different cigar lines. There's your walk-in,
Yeah.
club,
Yeah.
and then there's the tobacco.
And that's that. If you want to create, if you think that you're going to come here and pull out your own shit, get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't support your local shop, then you don't belong here.
Exactly.
And that's all there's to it.
A lot
That's all there's to it.
like,
And if that's what makes me an asshole, then I'm the biggest asshole you ever find. And you see, I don't give a fuck. People that misbehave, I throw them out. We have a lot of female members. You misbehave with any of my female members,
you're going.
you out. You fight with any members, you're out. I don't even care if you're a member.
This lounge, it doesn't have that drama that comes with certain lounges.
Nothing.
As far as this member is messing with this member,
No,
no. that right there just creates a shit show.
And we have smokers.
Yeah.
We don't have any charges like other lounges.
Yeah.
You want to express or make it yourself.
Yep.
It's free.
Yep.
You want to grab it, it's free. But all our members replace stuff. Members
Yep.
come in, very common. Members buy, cases of espresso pods, member buy 3-4 cases of water, beer, soda, whatever it is there. There's ample shit in the back that, people always replace it. And that's the system we have. And you can't go and compare other stuff. And we don't allow it. And to me, I have zero tolerance rule. I'm same way. My kids sometimes call me Hitler because I'm very strict.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a discipline. Discipline is going to train you for future. And you don't like my discipline. This is my house, my rules. And again, you don't like it. Please don't come.
The one thing that I learned about this lounge is there's been people coming here for 10 years, 20 years,
Mhm.
30 years from the beginning. And I'll be coming for 5 years. And just to have people always come back. People move away. When they come back, they go, "Oh, I'm just in town. I came to see family, but I had to make sure I came here."
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, well, I had to see you, son."
Yeah.
People come from all over, and they come here and they enjoy the environment because one thing I can always say when you're here, you're gonna have a great conversation. Like Doc comes in, we talk. It's sports talk 24/7. We're talking about his Raiders. Talking about his Raiders. And
Okay.
then and I would say this is one place where you want to talk about a place where it's all different walks of life. It's literally all different walks of life, and everybody has a certain talent. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
We have artists, we have photographers, we have musicians come here. It's one of these places where it really is a melting pot. And
We all operate like one big family.
Yeah.
Call them all kind of names. But,
mhm,
there's no malice behind
at
it.
all.
And if I don't call you names and if I don't motherfuck you, that means I
Mhm.
don't like.
I tell Sons all the time. You guys know. I say I love Sons like my own dad. You know, like anything Sanj need, I'm always there. Sanj like, hey, no, say no more. Don't worry about it. You know, and that's the one thing that
I
I
wish you'd give me my $20 that you lost.
listen here. First of all, this month that was this guy is a fucking swindler. I tell you that.
Okay,
He is a
it was
swindler.
plain. So here you go. One day he comes in, we're smoking, sitting outside smoking, acting up. You think you're tough? He goes, yeah, I'm tough. He's going like this, right? I said, I'll make a bet with you right now. I said, I drop something without getting up. You got to pick it up. If you pick it up, I'll give you the strongest man. But if you can't pick it up, you got to give me $20. He said, yeah. I spit on the floor. I said, pick it up. He lost $20, right?
It was
Now, then I said, I'll give you an opportunity, double or nothing. So I had a bottle of water, closed, sealed. No, it was
full. The Snapple block.
Snapple. Snapple. 'Cause I don't drink that. So I said to I said, I could drink out of this bottle without opening the bottle. He goes, no. I said, double or nothing. So I flipped the bottle. Bottle has a little.
Yeah, it's a little thing.
I put up water and I drink out of it. Technically speaking, I drink out of it.
That's an old bar one.
Yeah. So guess what? He lost $40. So the motherfucker don't have money. He borrowed his 20 from Pat, and he said, "I'll give you your 20." So matter of fact, he's still over. Did you pay Pat back?
I paid you a pat back.
No, you didn't give me. You owe me $20.
Oh my god! See,
See?
And this, you see, the worst part is
That's that Democrat in you.
Yeah.
Always want to fuck people.
And then this guy charges interest on everything.
Yeah, why not? Money costs money. Hey.
Yeah, you call this guy IRS son.
Yeah, that's okay. I know I'm not bad as IRS. IRS, they just raised it to 29.7% interest if you want a late payment. Imagine that. Compounded daily. So I only charge you 3 points. I say, if you give it to me $20 this week, you owe me nothing. Next week, we're fucking $20 and $21.80. So that's a great interest.
The same with the Cowboys.
Yeah, cowboy bet. He goes, I got faith. Everybody told, even the day of the game, I says, I'll tell you what, it was $1,000 bet. I said, give me $700. We call it a quit. Right? He goes, no. I got faith. Remember that cowboy game? I got faith. I got faith. Guess what happened? End up losing. The motherfucker still hasn't paid me yet.
Yeah, so
Have you paid me?
yes, I paid you, and I had to go get on my knees and start from this. Yeah,
That's it.
Set yourself up.
Puerto Rican Sanj in the building. Yeah. All right,
Okay.
listen, yo, order him a bag of dicks.
No, I don't do that. You're the one eating dicks. How's that government cheese doing?
So Nikki's in the chat.
Rich Nikki.
Nikki,
Oh, hey, honey.
Yeah. She said that was the dumbest bet ever.
Yeah, you and Nikki, and everybody was here. I give this dummy an opportunity to make some money, but he had faith. Okay. What do you want from pizzeria? Do you ever say no to food? Like you eat every hour?
Well,
Baby.
Yeah. Nah, this motherfucker, one day he says, Sanj, I help you out in the beginning, right? I said, all right, no. He cost me, I could have fucking hired 5 guys and paid them much as this motherfucker cost me with food. Every 20 minutes, somebody come in. Hey guys, you want food? I'm like, no, I just ate. He'd be like, yeah. Stuttering motherfucker. Say tatuaje. Say tatuaje.
Tatuaje.
There you go. Tatuaje. You're looking for twat.
Finger palm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Who's in the back? Anybody else? Ed left, right?
Yeah. But Ed doesn't eat it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Take it from him. Take it from him.
All right, you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Get it while you can.
Oh man. Sorry guys, I'm far away from the screen and I'm doing it from my phone also. So it's kind of hard to read the comments and act like screwed up and all that kind of stuff just to be able to see the comments. But I want to thank everybody who's watching so far. If you have questions, leave them in the chat. I will do my best to get to them. So, but
Beautiful super.
if you guys want to try to pick and pry and see if you can break through and find out about the Antra, go for it. And once again, like I said, the Antra is for SIDS. Every box that's sold is going to charity. Sanj is not keeping none of the profits. And then in October we have the Zodiac Killers coming out. So almost as blonde as Sanj. Almost. Yeah, I'm getting up there, man. I'm almost 40, so pretty soon I'm gonna have to bring out the glasses. Yeah, so
Doc, Sanj likes the bad guy, but he's a
No,
yeah, you're right.
listen, again, if I could, punish my own children, right? And if you want to learn, when we were young, we used to call my dad Hitler too. The amount of discipline he had and he gave us, this is the result. And I'm okay with the way I turned out. So to me, like him, he wants to learn stuff. I yell at him. I said, he'll go on a blog live. He'll have a guest. And I'm like, how many times I told you, whoever the guest you get, do all your due diligence, get all the history. Today, everything's here. Don't be fucking guessing, on the line. That's the proper way of doing it. He should know everything about this cigar because this is what he's talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't have to second guess. He shouldn't have to ask me. That's my thing. If you want to learn, you learn, or don't fucking waste my time. It's that simple. I'd rather fucking sleep in the back. I don't get to sleep much.
lately, especially, right?
Yeah. Always, because my head is always working. I leave here 8:30 in normal days, Doc. I don't go to bed until like 12:30, and I wake up every day 4 o'clock. Every day 4 o'clock in the morning.
Working for the cigar.
Yeah.
You're gonna be working for your.
Yeah.
Wait. You guys are great, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Doc.
Take care, Doc.
Yeah. So go ahead, entertain your people. What's the comment? Anybody saying anything?
Bree said, looking forward to smoking those.
Hey, Bree.
Nikki said, happy birthday to Antra.
Thank you.
People trying to say I'm as blind as you, but it's small tech. So,
Yeah, I can't see nothing. I barely see myself.
Yeah, and so also we had the RS-88 Lanceros come out.
Yeah.
And those are pretty much gone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so, we just got them back again.
So when creating blends, how do you know when you smoke you're all right, this right here will sell, like in the mindset.
So for me, one plus, right, is I'm on both ends of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could look from inside out and outside in, right? Yeah. So I already know according to what my customers, what they look for, what flavor. And I never believed in making a one-directional cigar, which is just a pepper.
Yeah.
Like strong cigars. To me, it's like anything else. If you can enjoy and you have to say, man, this is strong, but it's good, then that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You could have a spicy food, but you eat it, man. You got to chase it with water. What are you doing? You're not enjoying it. So to me, I'm never making the strongest cigar I ever made is the SP Black. And today's standard is at its best medium plus.
Yep.
But it's a flavor. Flavor is where the cigar is. If you want to fucking, spicy shit, eat some fucking peppers.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, every cigar should be enjoyable. You relax, nothing should be overwhelming. Nothing should give you like, acidy stomach. Nothing should give you a, sour mouth. And that's all it's doing.
So speaking of that, certain, like I'm not gonna get but certain
Yeah,
cigar
don't name
brands,
no names.
certain cigar brands, they give me heartburn.
Yeah.
And
So that could be few things, right? Number one, the tobacco. Like me, I can't smoke Honduran cigars.
Yeah.
If I put Honduran cigar in my mouth, my throat closes.
Mm.
So that's an allergic reaction to it, right? The other day, you notice something? I changed
Yeah.
my vitamins. I went water soluble vegetarian vitamin,
Mm-hmm.
but I forgot that I'm allergic to chicory.
Mm.
And I started taking that, and my throat was closing. And then I realized, I said, what am I doing wrong that, this is happening? And then I realized, and I think Joanne did the
Mhm.
research on that, and it has chicory. That's why my throat was closing.
Mhm.
I stopped doing that. My throat hasn't closed.
Mm.
So, it could be allergic reaction to it. Also, the acidity, a lot of spitting you get is from the artificial stuff other than nature. It is nature. Like tea is natural, coffee is natural, honey is natural, bleach is not natural, Coca-Cola is not natural. So they do use all that material to enhance the color, to get all the uniform color. So, we always talk about this, right? Mother Nature. You don't have to look at a tree. Just take two bananas in your house in the same loom attached. Don't eat it. Let it overripe for a couple of days. You see, even though it's from same loom, they all develop in different dark spots at different places, right?
Mhm. Yep.
So Mother Nature never does anything uniform,
Mhm.
right? Look at us. Nobody's look-alike, right?
Yep.
But no one ever wonders how come these hundreds and thousands and millions of cigars are all identical.
Yeah.
Basically, it is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got the FFK,
Yep.
I posted a picture on my Instagram page, right? So I took two tails, I took the two heads, right? And I posted a picture. And somebody called me up and he said, "Yo, your Maduro don't look right." And I said, "Because we don't paint it, but the flavor is not compromised. Appearance, yes,
Mhm.
but then again, open any box of
Yep.
my stuff, and it's never uniform
Yeah.
because we do not paint it, and that's the reason we have told people take any of my cigars and finish it in 4 days. Smoke quarter every day, right? Smoke it 8 o'clock at night, first quarter, leave it, come back next day 8 o'clock at night. So there is no change."
Yep.
So because there is no impurities, pure remains pure. When you add impurities, like you could add coffee, you could add, honey and water, you could add, molasses, you could add anything, right? I have seen process to make the wrapper lighter, actual bleach.
Wow.
Right? So you don't taste that, but
Mhm.
the chemical, right? So what happens if you took a tea? So people say tea's natural. Yes, of course. But the chemical reaction that changes. So in other words, if you take a piece of paper and you smell it, may not have any smell. You eat it, may not have any taste. As soon as you burn it, you have that nasty smell. So what did that create? The smoke, carbon monoxide. That could kill you.
Mm.
So that's the problem. And then FDA wanted to do all the cigars. They wanted to give up for tests, and everybody went haywire. Why? Because now their shit's going to come out. They could detect it, and the people who did the wrong thing in the industry, they were the one panicking. Wrong thing in the sense, it's a process that they use, but
Yeah.
it's
Cutting corners.
yeah, it's and that's what it
Cutting
is.
corners.
So our cigar is never going to be uniform. Open any box, the color is never going to
So,
be uniform.
So, you and Chico came out with the red.
No.
No, well,
We remastered it.
we remastered it.
Right.
So, do you see you and Chico working together again in the future?
Of course. We have a few plans coming out.
Okay.
Of course, of course, of course.
Because we also have the charisma coming.
Yeah, but Charisma is with the
A
Ladio.
Ladio.
Chico is very busy right now.
Yeah.
He had an unfortunate thing happen.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So, but yeah, we have a project coming out, well, we could talk about it. I mean, it's SP Red Maduro.
So you guys heard it first. The SP Red Maduro
Yeah.
is going to be coming.
So right now we don't have any Maduros.
Yeah, at
Other
all. Yeah.
than the FFK and the RS88 and the
Industry killer.
industry fill, but on the core line we don't have Maduro.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't understand the SP Black is not a Maduro. You know, it's not a Maduro. It's just called Black.
Yeah.
And it always was called. Actually, I was downstairs on John. I found those old SP boxes,
Yeah.
black and red. So it was never a Maduro cigar. So first time we do an SP Black Maduro in red.
That is going to be fire.
Yeah. And natural Maduro.
Natural.
So you're gonna see that, you know, darker reddish, that brick kind of tan color.
Yep. So one thing I want to touch on was one thing you always explain to me is
Show them the burn. Okay, go ahead.
you always talk to me about proprietary blend
Mhm.
and just the process of, you know, having that proprietary blend. Because a lot of, you know, smaller starting up companies, they don't have that access or maybe not even know to do a proprietary blend. So this way it's there.
Well, so 95% of the newcomers
Yes.
that came out, that they have no business being in a business, right? They're smoking cigars 2 years, they retire from some job, decide to come out with cigar. Proprietary blend, first of all, it's a lot of money involved. You have to look, we just purchased that tobacco, right?
Yep.
We're not going to see the end result from that tobacco in 2026.
Yeah.
Now we invested $890,000. The proprietary blend is very expensive. Proprietary blend, you can go. We make, excuse me, our first batches, what we make 150,000 cigars, right?
Mhm.
That's the smallest batch we make.
Mhm.
All these newcomers in the game that want to be cigar makers, they don't have that capital. They don't have the time to sit. You see, this was paid 2.5, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
right? We're just waiting. Charisma's paid, Antra's paid, I mean, the Silver's paid,
Yep.
everything's paid.
Zodiac killer.
Zodiac Killer's paid. So there's, you know, a couple $1 million invested into this.
Yes.
And you're just sitting there.
Mhm.
So it's proprietary blend. First of all, it takes you a long time
Yeah.
to make it. So like, look at this. We have masters of masters, right?
Yeah.
Still took them over 2 years to put that
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
You know, the SP Red. It took Chico and I almost 3 years to remaster
Exactly.
what we had. Right? So it's nothing like we just wake up today and say, "Hey, come tomorrow. We're coming out with cigars."
Mhm.
No, and that's the biggest thing that consumer need to understand.
You know, I hear the stories of when you're in DR, you're not this. It's a whole different person.
Yeah.
It's a whole different animal.
Because I go there to do what I have to do, and if you see me, if you come with me to DR, you think I have a bipolar disorder. I'm not the same person.
Mhm.
I don't want to talk to you. Don't ask me questions. Don't interrupt me. You hungry? Go find yourself. Because me, once I get into that mode, I don't know what time is a lunch, what time is a dinner. They know. They keep on feeding me espresso, and that's it.
Mhm.
I have my espressos and water. The girl at Chico's place knows. As soon as she see my cup empty, I want another one. Same thing at Elario's. So to me, I have short time. We work. We, you know, keep on going back and forth. You see how many times samples come in. I said, no, you know, I write notes and say, I want this change. I want this change. So it's a lot of stuff. So it's nothing like, you know, you just decide, you know, people in have fucking $10,000, $5,000 and they come out with cigars. You know, so yeah, you know, could it be good cigars? Look, you take the worst of the worst tobacco, right? And make cigars. Give that cigar to 100 people. 25% of the people are going to say it's a phenomenal smoke, knowing that you're done. It's a garbage cigar, garbage tobacco.
Yeah.
But that's the human nature. So they get a cigar and they say, hey, this is good cigar. And that's why, like a lot of review guys, I get angry at them.
Yeah.
If you don't have balls to say, hey, this cigar is fucking garbage, then don't do a fucking review.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're misguiding people that they fucking, and that's why, look, a lot of manufacturers don't like us. Because I speak the truth. I don't give a fuck whose cigar it is. So review guys need to learn. If you're going to review, first of all, you have to educate yourself. Second, you have to have extensive knowledge of spices. What did I teach you when you first came to me to learn? That you need to get to know the spices,
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you never tasted certain spices, how could you describe that?
Yeah.
So not all fucking cigars is fucking, cocoa, chocolate, molasses, nutmeg, cinnamon, leather. No, those are common things that you take in for somebody else and you learn.
It's,
And if you should be able to, if you're a blogger or if you're a review guy, you should be able to have balls and say, hey, this cigar is fucking garbage. Then compare it to the price, the age of tobacco, weight of the cigars, and consistency of the cigars. Then you could come and say, hey, I'm gonna say, come out and do a reviews. A
mm-hmm.
lot of review guys, you see how many review guys call us, hey, can you send us free cigars? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
What do I tell them? First, you have to purchase my cigar, smoke it, do a review. I don't give a fuck if you say Sanj's cigars are fucking garbage, worst thing you ever smoked. I'm still going to send you free cigars after that. But I don't want to send free cigars to anyone and expecting, hey, I send the guy free cigars. I want a good reviews. I talk to a lot of review guys. They call me. And a lot of companies, they call me up and they're like, hey, Sanj. And I'm like, look, I'm not expecting anything. You do what's right. And they're like, hey, nobody, a lot of cigar companies, they do a review and they tell them, and they're like, take it off, don't post it because it's negative. I don't want, that's not fair thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then people call you up and say, hey, why can't you give us a free cigars? My thing is exact point. I do not want you to be,
Right.
biased because you will receive free cigars from me. Purchase it. And again, if that's your business and you want to do fucking reviews, you should be able to purchase cigar other than asking people.
Yeah.
I don't, I know a lot of people. I send a lot of cigars to people. Those who, understand cigars, those who appreciate cigars, nothing to do with my cigars. I know certain groups, right? Like hound dog guys.
Yeah.
I send them rare shit that is in my basement. Why? Because I know they truly appreciate and enjoy that kind of stuff. If I send some guy, new guy, a fucking old cigars, they would have no fucking clue. And that's the thing, it's a waste of tobacco. So, do the right thing. And if you don't, again, if you don't have balls to say, Sanj, your cigar's garbage, don't fucking review my cigars. Don't fucking sugarcoat anything. Because if you have followers, if you have 100 followers, 500 followers, 10,000 followers, million followers, you are misguiding those people because people, when they listen to you, they value your opinion. And if you fucking sugarcoat it and you lie to these people, shame on you. And it's fair and clear. Again, look, I'm saying it. If you think my cigar is garbage, please say it. I have no problem with it because I'm not here to satisfy everyone. It's a human nature. You're gonna find someone that don't agree with what you do. Not
Exactly.
everybody drives Rolls Royce.
And that's the one thing is that people are so scared of getting a negative review from a reviewer.
Yeah.
They're scared, and then they go up. They'll go in the comment section, and say, "Oh, well, what happened, or how come we don't like it, or take the review down, or oh, well, if you don't take this down, we're gonna sue you. You can't display my." But that's one person's opinion. That's one out of maybe 20 people that like
Yeah,
your
but
cigar.
if the person, like, there are a bunch of review guys that I respect them,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
right? So, Cigar Alchemist, right? John,
Big
Master Your Ass, right?
Caleb.
Kalen, the vintage cigars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cigar Hound Dog,
Yep.
Big Jim.
Big Jim.
These are people, they have balls in this industry, right? And they speak their mind, and that's all is to it. That's all I want. If you're a reviewer, don't fucking say every cigar is fucking good. You be honest. Don't, by you sugarcoating stuff and you don't have, just because you're a fucking pussy to speak the truth, guess what you're doing? disrupting, you're misguiding all your viewers and people who listen to you and people who follow you. I don't do reviews. If I did reviews, there'd be problems. And I really don't give a fuck who listens. Listen, I've been on a live with the brand owners and I told them that their cigars were garbage. Am I right? To me, don't matter. If you don't have that balls, then don't fucking, become a review guy or blogger or whatever, It just don't work that way. It does not fly that way.
Go just going off of the, just actually, the consumer, people who don't like your cigar.
That's fine.
And it's totally fine because you're not everybody's gonna like every single cigar that comes out.
Listen, why do you think there's a fucking chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, right? Just basic stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pistachio ice cream, right?
Yeah.
Chocolate chip ice cream, chocolate mint ice cream. Because not everyone's I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't eat chocolate unless it's a dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Right. So it's, again, I'm not here to satisfy, there is nothing, there is no one. Listen, the man, God, who created this world, people are against him and, they argue with him. Mm-hmm. Right. So, that's human nature. So, I'm nowhere near fucking God.
I remember, one of the first times that you gave me something from the basement and you said, you have to understand it's the older tobacco. So when you're smoking it, what you get in there is, and you broke it down and explaining to me why I'm getting certain notes from the older tobacco. It was it's very, very interesting. So, like, and we're talking about cigars from the early 2000s that still smoke just as good as these ones up here.
Well, you insulted the cigars 20 years ago to today. Today, what they produce is garbage. Same company.
Yeah.
Because the greed of money came in.
So here's my question for you also. Do you feel like it's because of the turnover time as far as they're not letting them age as they used to?
Well, no, but see, everything's quick. Everything's quick. Everything's quick. So everything's money.
Yeah.
Before, cigar makers took pride. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, if you went to DR or Nicaragua or Costa Rica, and if you say, hey, I want to make cigars, I have $1 million cash, 98% of the time, people says, go home, this is not your save your money. Today, you go with fucking $5,000, they're kissing your ass, and they just putting out everything. And a lot of companies, Angel already knows there are companies that make cigars. And I told them, I said, if you make cigars for just anybody, because they're not spending that money, not doing time, whose name is behind it? If I made you a cigar and it was garbage, but people don't know that you didn't want to spend proper money to do the right thing, I still make it. Right? Because, hey, if I say, Eno's going to invest 25 grand, it's 5 grand for me in it. I make you that cigar, right? What happens? What happens? People not gonna say, Matic. People gonna say it was made by Sanj Patel.
Yeah.
So why would I want to tarnish my name for $5,000?
50. Well, I think in this time, they have no principle. So they go, all right, well, one guy said it, but somebody else will come.
Yeah, but that's my point. Take it from the resident if there's no change there. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's a pride is gone.
The pride, yeah.
Now it's strictly
money.
A cigar business. There is pride, no pride. Right? No pride. Open zero. You don't have to do it?
Or Angel, want to take a seat real quick?
No.
Okay. Like while these guys take care of that, I've learned so much in the I've been coming here for about 5 years. And the stuff that I don't, and honestly, I don't, I visit other shops. I go around, and there's no environment like here, and especially like when I'm in New York City. New York City has a few spots where they blend their own cigar. And I visit pretty much all of them. You know, and you know, you try them out, but also come back here and I'll pick Sanjay's mind about it.
Thank you.
Ask him what he thinks about it, and he goes, "Oh, I know that person. There isn't one person that Sanj doesn't know. It's the craziest thing, and they all know. They all know. You know, it's kind of one of those things too, where it's like a waiting game to get in. Also,
Yeah, I mean,
because you're very selective on who you let in the shop.
yeah. Just Saturday. No, yesterday. Yesterday, Monday. Right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. Angel, some hot chick comes in. She thought she was hot, flaunting her ass and tits,
Mhm.
and she goes, "Sanj here." And I said, "No, he's not here. Can I help you?" She goes, "Oh, I'm from so and so company." I said, "No." He said, "Is he coming?" I said, "I don't know. I couldn't tell you." I said, "Sanj shows up when he shows up, right?" So she goes, "Oh, I drove such a far away, right?" She was from South Jersey. She drove from South Jersey to here. So, me being me, I said, "Well, sit in the back. Let me make you." I said, "Would you like an espresso?" She goes, "I would love an espresso." I made an espresso. We had 2 hour conversation. And she said, "He's not coming, huh?" I says, "No." I says, she goes, "Well, when can I come back?" I said, "The problem here is he's one of those guys. You selling cigars, right?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Representing company?" She said, "Yeah." I says, only way he works is you got to call, you got to make an appointment and then show up.
That never changed.
Never changes.
And I said, if you don't make an appointment, he's not going to talk to you. So she goes, "Oh, wow." Goes, "That's rude." I said, "How is that rude? Somebody's time is valuable, right?" So I said, "Sanj is a busy guy." So she goes, "Oh, all right." So as she's leaving, right? She's by the door. I says, "By the way, nice meeting you. I'm Sanj. See you next time."
Mm.
She goes, "What?" I said, "I'm Sanj." I said, "Make an appointment."
Yeah.
And if that's what you think I'm rude, then fuck it, I'm rude. Don't just show up on my time. Make an appointment. I make appointments when I go to people.
People come here all the time and they ask for Sanj. Sanj be in the back, and they'll be like, "Oh, I want him to try my cigars." I tell him, I go make an appointment because he's not going to smoke his cigar. He's not going to give you a cigar time of day. But it's also principle. But
You just don't show up. I mean, that's the etiquette.
Unannounced, yeah.
Unannounced. You just don't show up. How do you know that I'm not busy? How do you know, that I'm not doing something?
Or you were in a meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
Or anything. The same guy came back. The one you told him. I'm not going to mention names. He came back. Same thing again. After you told him make an appointment, he came back. I was actually in a meeting with Davidoff guys.
The
And guy shows up and he's like, "Excuse me, Sanj here." And kid from Davidoff, he goes, "Yeah, he's in the back. Come on." So he comes and he hands me 3 cigars. He goes, "I was here yesterday. Uh, want you to try 3 cigars." I says, "Oh, yeah, I remember," because he already had told me. I says, "Did the guy tell you to make an appointment?" He goes, "Yeah, but I was in the neighborhood." You know what I did? He handed me 3 cigars. I threw it right in front of him in a garbage can. I said, "Have a nice day."
Mm-hmm.
You don't fucking, disrespect people's time. I make appointments.
Absolutely. Make appointments at the bank.
Yeah. I make appointment at the bank.
And it's across the street.
Yeah. And I don't just show up.
Yeah.
I think the one thing is reps, they don't understand that you want to be able to take their time and also just allocate. Yep.
Yeah.
You like, because you want them to know that you're coming in. This way they can designate. Because normally you want them to be able to smoke that cigar and talk their cigar. So that's going to take an hour to an hour and a half.
I don't even. My thing is make an appointment.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
The only time I feel that you don't need to make an appointment is when you're going to see your parents, your kids, your dog, your friends and family. That's about it. But as far as business concerned, make a fucking appointment or don't come in. And again, I'm just that guy. Because listen, we do big business with the bank. It's literally what, by 60 feet from here?
Not even.
Not even. I still make an appointment. Why? Because I don't want to walk up because I got to do wire transfer. They tell me, Sanj, you don't need to make an appointment. No, I respect people's time. I practice what I preach. So, you got to do the same shit. But I'm the asshole. Ain't that some shit?
Well, you are an asshole.
Yeah, that's all right.
Don't forget it's all caps to you.
That's Mr. Asshole to you.
Yeah. But it's different. I mean, listen, it's my advice to the smokers: be open minded, try everything, don't fall for the gimmick, and that's all there's to it. Again, money does not make cigars. If you think you're paying $80 a cigar, does not mean you have a great cigar. Remember that.
Most importantly, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Not to your viewers.
Yeah.
A lot of people sit there and rate a cigar as something phenomenal, and then they take your advice, and it's not what you said it is.
Yeah.
So, Puerto Rican son, what was your first time here? Years and years ago.
When was my first time?
No, like, what was it like?
What was it like?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a photographer, right?
Yes.
So I came here on a business venture because he was always doing events.
Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" He goes, "Hey, I'm good, whatever." Then he was like, I was like, I said, I come to all the events all the time. He goes, "Yeah, I know, I see you here all the time." I was like, "All right."
You sound like Mike Tyson.
I said, you know, if you don't mind, do you think about, having a photographer to photograph the events and so you can put it on your website? This is what he tells me. Nah, everybody has a cell phone. It says everybody has a cell phone. People take pictures with their cell phone. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. So, but I kept coming anyway because I like the vibe here. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? The guys were cool, everybody's cool. Despite him brushing me off, man, he's my motherfucking, he's my guy right there. Yeah, he called me for everything. He knows I'm there for him, and vice versa because I've been stuck in the car and he come out his bed and help me fix a flat just with his lights from his car because he's not gonna get his hands dirty. But he'll help me out. He's like, "You need a ride? You need this? I send you a tow truck." No. It need you by me, brother.
Listen, when I call somebody friend, it's family. I don't have friends. I have family.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. Yeah.
And that's my thing. If you can yell at somebody,
or have a proper conversation with somebody.
Or educate them, and sometimes you have to yell at them. And that's the way it is. I mean, people, those who know us, we don't operate as a business. We operate as a family. Gun makers.
Yeah,
I tell them, I say, I'm not doing business with you. We're gonna grow together.
Yeah.
I say, if I make it, I want you to make it. And that's my theory. I mean, look, last 25 years, every cigar shop in New Jersey and some in New York opened up. They all came out of here. I give them product. I give them whatever they need. I've designed their place. I get them stuff. And if they can't get a count on certain cigars because they don't have that capital, I said, come take it. I don't even make penny on them. Because to me, what's mine, what God has intended to be mine, no one's going to take it.
Absolutely not.
And that's all there's to it. And that's a greedy thing, right? I want to see all these guys, go places. I want them to do well in life. And that's my thing,
And we appreciate you, man. We definitely appreciate you.
That's the way it is, If they need something, I'm there.
I don't think if we didn't appreciate you, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Spend as much time with you.
I'm hearing more than my own health.
Yeah, me too, man.
You get free fucking food.
Yeah, from all of us.
Oh, son's gonna eat. Yeah, I mean it's fucked up because I eat like HIV patient, a little bit, and I'm done. You know, but then somebody else coming, and this motherfucker, chicken sandwich, fucking fries, everything, just
No,
eat.
he's a fucking vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, yeah, but still, his hands are still like oily from the bread, holding the bread, and somebody else is coming. I'm gonna order something food. You want? Yeah. Okay, what you getting? Right? I mean,
This guy's like a fucking squirrel. He fucking.
oh my goodness. Don't get this motherfucker to help you for food because you'll be fucking going broke.
You're better off paying him.
Yeah, you better pay hourly rate. $20 an hour.
Yeah.
All it quits.
Yeah, for real.
One day I fucking gave just for the food, like in tips, like $80. I'm like, what the fuck we doing? How much food are we ordering? Who's eating? Oh, who's eating? I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
We gotta have to get a social security number so we can claim him at the end of the year.
Taxes.
Yeah. Yeah, too. I got this son of mine. How old is he? Oh, motherfucker eats like a youngin.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's one of those things, and like Sanj is probably. I love having Sanj on the show because you can always sit back, and I know for a fact Sanj is going to do what's going to drop knowledge, but at the same time, I can actually like sit and be myself, and also too, I can go in and tell Sanj to go fuck himself.
I can't. I have.
Oh shit. hmm But if you guys have any questions, please ask. Sanj is here, and I don't know. You missed the announcement. Which was the red Maduro.
You don't know.
I know. Of course.
I haven't missed a thing. I just don't say it.
Angel knows.
I just don't
Every
say
step.
anything.
I called him in the 4 in the morning. Yo, I
Yeah.
just came up with this idea.
Yeah.
That's all it's doing.
You know what? It's like I used to get a phone call at 10:30 every day. Not anymore.
Just busy. Just busy. I've been busy.
I know.
I've been busy, right?
I know.
So a lot of times, like today, I had a whole bunch of phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in it?
Me.
Oh, you got this too? Oh, great. Yeah. So I mean, for me, it's not an issue. Listen, you have to understand. Especially with this, launch and this and that, and phone calls and after
Yeah,
You know.
I'm actually his advisor about.
You're my advisor too.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
so it's not good. So I have a big announcement for July 7th. That right there is my sister's birthday.
Very nice.
Oh, very nice.
So on July 7th, if we don't have our live, no matter what, then I'll go live, and the guys will be there for me to show off the announcement, and hopefully you guys,
What is your sister's birthday got to do with July 7th?
that's her birthday.
Yeah, but what is your pod has to do with any of it? What did you just say? You lost me.
I said I have an announcement. I'm going to announce it on July 7th. So I said if we don't have our usual live, then I will go live that day to make the announcement.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I mean, most of us know already. He's coming out of fucking closet.
Why we
It's
gotta
okay.
why we gotta wait that long?
No, because he's embarrassed, And I told him, don't be. We're still gonna love you the same.
I want the world to know.
Yeah. Sweetie pie.
The cat is out the bag, buddy.
Yeah. Sweetie pie. Hey.
Isn't this the year month anyway?
No, it's your month, Juneteenth coming up.
If you listen, you better have my reparations. That's all I know.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
You should have took that fucking, you don't want to work. Sucker.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so this is the life of a cigar maker. Fucking eating on the floor. What time is it? 9 o'clock?
9:30.
9:30. And this is it. So people don't see the behind the scene, what goes on. Sometimes you read on a fucking newspaper.
So one thing I want to go back to is when you when you first were working with Don Douglas
Mhm.
and you're there in the factory.
Mhm.
So did you understand what the what a wet path was at that time?
No, I mean, it took me a long time. But, the beauty for me was that I knew people in industry
Yeah.
from our previous businesses, right?
Yeah.
What did Doc just say? He knew me before I had
Yeah,
this shop, right?
exactly. Yeah.
So we had a great advantage. And, they were like, just like I'm teaching you,
Yeah. Hmm.
they would teach me. And I just had a great interest in it. And I always believe if you have interest in something, you're going to find a way to learn it right. And the thing that I have is three issues: morals, ethic, and principle. Look, 2008, 2009, we had the SB red and black, but the company couldn't produce the way we wanted. Quality wasn't there. What did we do? We decided to take it off the market. Consumer would never know.
Yeah.
They think, oh, just like everything else today. Oh, it's nice and fresh. No, it's fucking underfilled cigar. It's not fresh, right? So, that's a combination that scares people. Because what do I say so many times? If the cigars are not good, I would fucking ban the whole project, right?
Mhm.
I'm not putting something in consumers' hands.
So one thing I always hear a lot is these cigars don't taste like they did back in 2006, 2017, right before the boom happened.
Mhm.
For right
Not,
before COVID.
not SPs, you talk
No,
about.
no, no, not
Cigars
SP
generally.
in cigars in general.
Right.
So do you feel like it's now become more of an arms race where we can't let it sit. We have to just
Yeah, it's just a money thing. Money thing. That's all it is. It's business. Produce it, get it out.
because before it was
Produce it, get it out. It's that simple. They don't want to let it money. Who would want to have the money sit?
well, you know, you wait like
You can count me. I'm a different
yeah,
animal.
hmm
My morals are different. My ethics are different.
yeah.
My way of doing business is different. So you can't count me in.
Mm.
But you're talking about, as a general thing, then there's a problem. Yes, absolutely.
Mm. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a problem.
Now, you got any interesting questions besides me?
Not at the moment. I'm just here narrating. the show.
Narrating, narrating. All right.
Not just sitting here
You know,
watching you at work, man. You're doing
yeah.
a good job, man.
Listen, man. This right. I don't like I always say. I don't do this for money. I do this because I love I love the art of storytelling and people.
You couldn't
Everybody.
give money. Look at the face you got. Who the fuck are gonna pay you? Fucking rainbow baby sugar.
Because most of the people don't know that his actual launching will be of on July 7th will be his OnlyFans page.
Sign up. It's gonna be $5 a month, all right?
That's it. You see, boy.
So listen, gotta make it affordable.
Ah,
Because these cheap motherfuckers getting by my pack. You know.
you get a cowboy.
Okay, that's all right.
They didn't buy your cowboy pack because they didn't want to insult this real Indian.
Well, the real Indian,
Yeah, well, they're lucky I'm not that Indian. But I
well,
take my shit back.
like Danny Nipper.
I take my shit back.
Hmm. Man, it was good. It was good to see Danny on, man. Danny's amazing people. You know, but so you know, with regions of tobacco. So you say you don't like Honduran. Have,
I
have,
didn't say I don't
no,
like
no. Well,
Honduran.
like
See,
certain
Like some work for
Yeah.
them done.
no. Well, certain
because I'm allergic to
allergic.
Honduran tobacco.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference
Mm.
not liking something
Yeah,
and
not
being not being
being
able
Yeah.
to do it because of allergic reaction. So
Mm.
I did not say I do not like Honduran
Yeah.
tobacco.
Yeah.
Get that fucking straight. Say you're sorry to your viewers.
I'm sorry, viewer. Is is there any region that you haven't worked with yet that you like to get your hands on?
Not really. I'm very happy because, yeah, if you asked me that question 20 years ago, when Dominican Republic was coming up, Nicaragua,
Yeah.
now, so, and we are making the SP Silver, Nicaraguan tobacco.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if the tobacco is good, region is good, as you know today, a lot of Cuban cigars are blended with Nicaraguan tobacco
Yeah.
because of the shortage of Cuban cigars. I mean, Cuban tobacco. So, even Honduras, I have no problem. Sebastian always tells me, use my factory.
Mm.
From Cavalier,
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
always tells me, use my factory, come down, whatever you want. They have tobacco, whatever I need. And I'm like, I wouldn't be able to walk into that factory.
Yeah.
Why you fucking open? So it's not that I don't like Honduran tobacco.
I see a lot of when you read descriptions of certain places are using like Peruvian tobacco.
Yeah, that's okay. It's an experiment. You could
Yeah.
experiment with a lot of stuff. And that's a beautiful thing about cigars. You're not stuck with one. As a smoker and as a blender, how many different kind of salt you have?
Yeah.
How many different kind of flowers you have, right? So it's a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Every region is going to leave certain footprint, like
Mhm.
Jersey tomato,
Yeah.
right? You eat any tomato, it's not going to compare to Jersey tomato. You could grow it in our backyard
Mm-hmm.
with meat fishing, cat fishing,
Mm-hmm.
And it still is the best because it's the soil that pays, like pork.
Yeah. So, and I know what that's so. Speaking on soy, so like, you know, people talk about you know, how that fucking region, Nicaragua, by the volcano, and Nicaragua,
There's a lot of regions.
Jalapa.
Yeah.
So like they say that that when that tobacco has a certain taste to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Volcanic ash.
Yeah.
If you grow tobacco the old-fashioned way with the fertilizer, manure, cow manure,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're gonna get very rich tobacco.
Mm.
You use horse manure, you kill that tobacco. It's so much acid in horse manure that you actually burn the plants.
Wow. Mm. So
Yeah, when you go to garden center, don't they sell cow manure and stuff?
yeah.
Why? People want organic shit.
Mhm.
And you have chemical. When
So
you use chemical hybrid, you kill everything.
so for that reason, when it comes to cow manure, so for the fertilizer, because of course they have to go and be able to flip the soil.
Lot of manufacturers not using organic material today because they can yield the crop as much as they need. So they actually lose money.
Mm.
So again, what happened 25 years ago, how
Won't
it
happen
was,
now, yeah.
it never happened. Because it's pure greed.
Now, do you feel like with the rapid use in these places not letting a certain
Yeah.
area sit?
Yes. Yes. That's why you tobacco, if you look at some tobacco naturally is very oily.
Mm.
Some tobacco feels dry.
Mm.
And you do something, it's like anything else, right? If you use something, it's gonna get stretched out, like your ads.
Mhm.
Right? So, yeah, of course, everything plays part. But Today's smoker, today's youngsters, right?
Yeah.
When
they
we
don't
were
know.
kids, no, you can't say when we were kids, right? What we had, fucking stick, couple tennis balls,
Yeah.
fucking. I remember I had a fucking mongoose bike, and we had the studs in the back tire, and we used to ride around and do all kind of shit. Today's kids not gonna understand. So what it was, young generation is not going to understand. I told you, I showed my daughter the old telephone. She's like, Papa, what is that? I said, honey, that's telephone. She goes, what? How does it work? I said, you have to go one all the way up. I said, if you mess up, you got to read. She goes, really? I said, yeah. Then we had a long cord. I said, that's as far as that cord went. That's the distance we could walk to. So certain things, generation is not going to understand. Times change, needs change.
Mhm.
You know?
So, you guys, we went an hour and 30. Normally we go 2 hours, but we're gonna cut it short here because Sanj does have to be home. Also, you know,
I
Shop has
normally
to
don't stay this long.
he doesn't never stays this long. Normally by 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock the latest, he's out of here. And Rob is not in the basement, so you know.
I mean, you can continue. I'll leave this open. I don't care. Just lock the door. Don't let no motherfucker come in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Okay, I was sorry. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So, JB, what's going on, brother? Yo, we haven't seen you on the lodge in a little bit, man. So,
Anybody have a question before I go?
does anybody have any last questions for Sanj before I shut this bad boy down? You know, I have a question now. Because certain cigars will kill your palate. That if you smoke LFD every day.
No,
No. What I mean by that is it's certain you won't. It's a very strong cigar.
it's not that it burns to kill your palate. Like anything else, you build tolerance,
Okay.
right? So, like me, even if it's winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's -5 degrees outside,
Yeah.
I still want my cup of water, glass of water filled with ice.
Yeah.
I can't drink regular room temperature water.
Mm.
So that's how I built but if I continue with everything else, you train your palate. It builds. If you work, tile work, your knee will be fucking skin will be solid. You work with a shovel or something, you get calluses, right? So you build tolerance. Same thing happens. You build if you eat strong stuff and somebody gives you mild stuff, you're not going to taste it because you already burnt your receptacles that give you the sense receptacles.
Yes.
It's already trained to recognize stronger stuff.
So if you step away for a week, 2 weeks, would you? Okay.
Yeah. So body, brain. I don't do chemical-based medicine.
Mm-hmm.
You see how sick I was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me almost 2 months to get rid of my cough. But only thing I'm doing is honey and ginger juice,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But if I would have gotten an antibiotics, what would have happened? It would have been done in 2-3 days,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing. So sometimes, it's like burning. If I burn you, some people heal in 3 days, some people heal in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, and that's why, like, when my mom and dad was alive, I used to go to India January 8th every year, because January 7th was my anniversary here, and then I would leave next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would not smoke for a month, whatever I stayed there, 20 days, 30 days, sometimes month and a half. I would not smoke a cigar. Not because I didn't want to smoke it. It's disrespectful to smoke cigars. When in front of your party. Even here today, Angel knows somebody older comes up and I have a cigar, I throw it out. It's a respect thing. So that's all it's do. It's very, very simple, very common.
But that guy had to be old as fuck. You're old as fuck.
Yeah, that's all right. least the alternative. I could be fucking 6 feet under, right?
Absolutely.
That's it.
Keep fucking with me, you're gonna be.
Well, God ain't made that motherfucking nigga.
Yeah. All right, well, we got no questions, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. And if we didn't get the announcement from Sanj, go back, play back. Let's do it again. Sanj made a major announcement of something that's dropping very, very soon. And you guys know the vibe already. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you to my boy Angel, Puerto Rican Sanj, for coming through, stepping in. Thank you to my mentor, punk ass Sanj Patel. You know?
That's all right. It's your show.
Mhm.
But you know, this thing's from the lid. It's got to go off, right? You see this motherfucker all fucked up. You know what happened?
He's doing the live from the emergency.
Yeah, he's been doing live from emergency room. It's like the other day, I called him. His mom was answering the phone. I says, "Remember your son's voice." And she goes, "Why?" I said, "When he comes back, you may not recognize his face. You better leave my baby alone." Oh, your baby got a big mouth.
Hey, listen, she gonna come here with the cane, all right?
Yeah, I know.
You gotta be careful. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining, for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'm grateful for you guys for watching. Until next time, guys, tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace.
God bless. That's not.
That's done.